We are live. All right. Hello, everybody. It's your favorite plumber Ma here, and your favorite guest Bill here, and we got JackTheMakerGuy with us once again. We're back for another movie, and Woody and Waluigi are not here yet, but I hope they'll be here later on throughout the stream. So yes, we're back for another movie, and tonight's movie we're gonna be watching fits perfect because the other day marked the first day of spring, and I thought it's best we watch two movies for the start of spring. Well, we're gonna watch the second one next week. So the first movie we're gonna start off with for the start of spring, even though it was a few days ago, is Brother Bear, which takes place at the end of winter, and one of the characters, Tanana, has the ability to turn winter into spring. And this movie is all about nature and animals. And this is another one about Korea's favorite Disney movies alongside Home on the Range and The Emperor's New Groove, Tarzan, and Chicken Little. So yes, our creator got this for his birthday back in 2017. His copy is the later printing because it has the Walt Disney Studios Home Entertainment logo on here, but it used the original Walt Disney Home Entertainment logo from the 2000s. Nice. And this is still the original 2-disc set. So we have disc 1 with the family-friendly aspect ratio, and disc 2 with the original theatrical aspect ratio. So I think we're gonna watch the family-friendly aspect ratio. So no more time wasting. Let's go ahead and just get this into the player, and let's get started. So yes, now you guys are probably gonna be asking, what's the second movie you guys are gonna be watching for the start of spring? Well, it's clearly obvious. We're going to be watching Over the Hedge next week because this movie also takes place at the start of spring. Please turn up the volume. Yep, still uses the original Walt Disney Home Entertainment logo. And we're going to go ahead and skip the previews because we don't want to waste too much time watching all of them. And there's actually 2 different versions of the DVD menu. There's another version on disc 2. But here's what the menu for disc 1 looks like. Kind of relaxing and calm too. And you also got Rudd and Took right there as well. That's true, Fiery. Yeah, if you stay on the menu long enough, you'll be able to hear the whole conversation between them. Yeah, Rudd and Took are usually probably some people consider them the best characters in the movie. They're usually seen here and there talking about each other. And that's pretty much the conversation. One last thing before we get started, we're going to go ahead and go to setup real quick. Because we usually watch our movies with subtitles, closed captioning. And it's actually nice because every menu, all the menus on here are really nice. You get to see the enchanting wildlife on here. These captions. And English. There we go. And with that out of the way, let's go ahead and go back to the main menu. And let's watch Brother Bear.
Justin, I want to show you something.
Oh, crap. Oh, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles sticker thing. Oh, yeah, because I remember you showed us the picture on it a few days ago, and you posted it in an update video.
Yeah, and I remember I called the 2012 sells posers.
Yeah, because we remember you showed us that clip in our last stream we did. That was funny. Anyways, play the movie. There we go. And as we hit play movie, the first time we're watching a movie that is indeed, well, this DVD is indeed T-Check certified. I know a lot of people used to be afraid of this logo when they were a kid. One of them was me. And we have the Disney DVD logo. But this time we have the original logo that was introduced in around 2001. Yes, Candle, that is true. Disney DVD, pure digital magic. Well, in the words of Mr. Bean, magic. And so it begins. Walt Disney Pictures. This is the same logo they used in movies like 102 Dalmatians and Dinosaur. Walt Disney Pictures presents and it begins with a campfire. This is Brother Bear. And that's our narrator, Denahi, who happens to be our favorite character in the film. This basically takes place. The start of the film takes place in the nearby future. We have an older Denahi telling his group of tribe about his past story he's about to tell us. Him and his two brothers. So yes, we go back in time to visit the time where Denai tells us the story about him, Sitka, and Kenai. And that's Tanana. She's a magical shaman who has the ability to turn winter into spring. And that's the Great Spirits. Yeah, they're kind of like the Northern Lights. And speaking of the Northern Lights, when our creator goes to Alaska in September, he's gonna have a chance to see the Northern Lights. Got that right. And the story begins. Why is he telling his brothers to get down? Because, you see, Kenai started a stampede. Why did he start a stampede? I have no idea. Okay, so they're just. Why does this remind me of the same scene from the Wild Thornberrys movie? Oh, you mean the time when Eliza saw Stampede coming too? Yeah. So Kenai is voiced by Joaquin Phoenix. Denai is voiced by Jason Reyes in his only film role, and ew. Oh my god, that's disgusting. He was about to spit in Kenai's face. Well, drool in his face, actually. Kenai's not a baby anymore. He's a grown. Oh, he's like a teenager or something like that. And Sitka, the older brother, voiced by D.B. Sweeney, wants his brothers to get along. Because I know there's usually the oldest brother wants their younger siblings to get along, even if they get into a fight or something. That's right, Mario. So we have a song by Tina Turner here called "The Great Spirits." So this is basically a montage of Kenai and his brothers doing some bonding together. Yeah, again, you gotta appreciate how the movie has this nice nature theme. We got to see these nice backgrounds and stuff. And even if his brothers don't get along, they're always there for each other. And a few months ago, back at the start of 2025, I mentioned that Kenai, Sitka, and Denai reminded me of Anne, Sasha, and Mossy. The only difference is Kenai and his brothers are all brothers, while Anne, Sasha, and Mossy are just friends. And now they're catching some fish. And if one looked carefully in that scene, Nemo from Finding Nemo actually makes a cameo in that scene. There's actually proof. I'll show you an image after the movie's over. He's fighting a woolly mammoth.
Wow, even though Cat and I don't get along at times, we are always there for each other.
That is true, dog, because brothers stick together. Yeah, some siblings don't get along with each other at times, but yet they always care for each other. Older or younger. Yeah, so Denai sometimes picks on his brother, but at the end, he's going to have a change of heart. Because Denai serves as the film's antagonist of the movie, but yet he redeems himself at the end. Yeah, so Kenai is about to receive his spirit totem pole, just like his brothers. Denai has a wolf, and Sitka has a falcon, or an eagle. Yeah, Denai is still picking on him. But don't worry, like we said, he still cares for him. And speaking of Tanana, she must have came back from her nature walk from the mountain, and Kenai dropped the fish. Yeah, the fish is not important anyway, because what's more important is Kenai's about to receive his totem pole. And then doing some Inuit Alaska dance. Justin, what does Brother Bear take place? Is it Alaska? I think it is booked. I'll do some research later. Okay, then. And we have this little girl right here. I think she might be her granddaughter, Tanana's granddaughter. Courage, yep. Others, patience. And some of us have beauty.
Uh, you know, I don't think we've ever seen the Jane sisters fight or argue or something like that.
Yeah, because Sid and Natalie usually get along with each other. I don't think they fought a single bit. They're like the only siblings in television history who never got into a fight with each other. So I'm glad they don't get into a fight with each other. And she's got his Kenai's totem ready. a bear. Of the bear of love. So this is like a little foreshadowing of the film where we see Kenai turn into the bear because he doesn't like bears. And yet he said he wants to trade with someone, but Tanana said there's no trading. Sorry, Kenai, but you gotta learn how to deal with it. I understand you don't like it, Totem, but it's just part of life. And he'll even place his mark on that wall with his along with the other ancestors. So yeah, all that wall features a lot of handprints from different people of the tribe. You see, Kenai, Denai said he's sorry. A flower necklace. Yeah, Denai's giving his praise to him, but Kenai's not happy about it.
Well, Aussies, my boss and I sometimes have to deal with a bear.
Yeah, that is true, Gordon, because I did remember that bear from your show, and we know that bear was voiced by Frank Welker, who's done a lot of voices for various other cartoons. And yeah, we'll definitely watch Cat Scratch soon when we get the chance for a future stream.
Maybe for its 20th anniversary this year.
Yeah, definitely for its 20th anniversary in July. Because we know that show premiered on July 9th, 2005. Yeah, so Sitka has the eagle of guidance. While Denai still picks on Kenai, at least Sitka still cares for him.
You know, the main characters from Cat Scratch, Gordon Waffle and Mr. Blink, are three of the forgotten Nickelodeon characters. Maybe Nickelodeon can bring him back for that ultimate crossover in the Casagrande revival. If that ever happens.
Yeah, because we know Cat Scratch was another show that ended after just one season. I think it deserves another chance.
If they could get Rob Paulson and Wait Knight and who's the voice of Wobble again?
Kevin McDonald.
Oh yeah, Kevin McDonald.
Yeah, who also does the voice of the almighty tallest purple from Invader Zim and Pleakley from Lilo and Stitch. As Waffle, yes. It was an accident, Denahi. Denahi, it was an accident. He didn't mean for that to happen because it was because Tanana returned. Where's Kenai going? Remember when he said that he thought bears were thieves? Well, I think he's gonna find that bear and see. Is that a bear? Yep, that's a bear. Oh no. Okay, that's a life lesson. Do not mess with bears like that. That's what happens when you throw rocks or something at bears. It's just like swatting a bee. If you swat a bee's gonna get angry and it's gonna sting you. But the good news is Kenai's alright. So now they're having a glacial fight. A fight on the glacier. But Sitka's doing this alone while Kenai's helping his brother. But I'll never forget this scene. When I first saw this scene, I was sad at this part. And it still makes me a little sad when I see it again as of this very day. Sitka sacrifices himself to save his brothers. Yeah, he sacrificed himself. He stick that pole through the ice to make it fall to get rid of the bear. I understand he had no other choice, and that would have got the bear killed, but he could have been alright. But sadly, he's gone. Well, he's not dead entirely because you'll see why later on. But the bear is still alive, though. I guess bears have more lives than humans. Really, Justin? Just a figure of speech.
And speaking of what you said about bees, I remember I had to deal with them when the porter accidentally dropped the hive bees and it smashed to pieces, and then a ton of them flew onto my boiler. I told the boss off, but they refused, and one of them flew all the way and onto my nose, and I was horrified by it.
Ooh, yeah, that was a terrible time. I do not. Yeah, I understand because I do not like bees. They're kind of annoying at times, and I'm afraid of when they get close to me and they have a possible chance they might sting me. Well, just be careful near bees anyway. Yeah, especially don't go near a beehive anyway. So yeah, there's your proof that Sitka did indeed pass away. Found his pole, and he found a piece of his outfit. Sitka is while Kenai is angry at the fact that he thinks the bear killed him, Denai is the opposite. Because he, as you saw, he had a frown on his face and he was holding the piece of his jacket hardly because he misses him. So yeah, a funeral was eventually held for him. And what happens is they take his totem and they set it to blaze. But thus, he's eventually going to become one of the great spirits. So yeah, don't worry, you'll eventually see Sitka again. I can't. I still can't believe Kenai is upset that he thinks the bear killed Sitka. Well, again, Sitka sacrificed himself, and yet, yeah, I think Kenai's gonna seek revenge on that bear. Yep. I mean, did Denai has a point. I mean, bears are just part of nature, and besides, not all bears are mean. I mean, bears are just part of life. They're part of nature, and I'm sure they have a family or something. Yeah, yeah, Kenai. The spirits are listening, and yet Kenai just ignores Nick, even tossing his own spirit to the ground. Yeah, I think Kenai's taking the bear a little too seriously, and that's why he's seeking revenge on that bear. But remember the bear, because that bear we just saw is important to a scene later on. You got that right. You got that right, Tanana. Sitka did indeed leave us too soon, and yet I think he here. I think Tanana. I think he just. Let me try again. I think Tanana just heard a spirit from up there. Yeah, Kian's gonna make a big mistake after what he's gonna do after the bear. I don't see the bear anywhere. But there are bear prints. And bear prints always lead to the bear, and he's close by. Oh, it's just a squirrel. I remember there's also a blooper on the DVD where instead of the squirrel was replaced by Stitch because Stitch made a cameo in the blooper segment of the movie that's included on disc 2. Yeah, that bear has a good smell. It smells canine. It's running away. Why is it running away, Mario? Because, well, again, book. Remember the bear. It's important to someone later on. Because, like I said earlier, that bear might be someone important. Bears are usually important. Let me try again. I'm sure the bear didn't meet. The bear is innocent because that bear might have had a family or is looking for some food or something. And while he was uncredited, Frank Welker actually does the vocal effects for the bear sounds in this movie. And yeah, as mentioned earlier, Frank Welker also did the vocal effects for the bear and cat scratch. Because we know Frank Welker does voices for a lot of animals, whether if it's a dog, a cat, or a bear. Uh, did Kenai kill the bear? I'm afraid so, Boo. Because he stabbed him with the sword. Oh, jeez. He really did kill the. But now Kenai has made a big mistake because now we have this. What are those? Book? These are actually the great spirits. The great spirits? Yeah. Yeah, Kenai's cornered. He has nowhere to go. The only thing he has to do is see what awaits behind that water thing. And yep, it is indeed the Great Spirits. And they're definitely upset about what Kenai did. Yeah, there's a lot of animals up there, including his brother Sitka. As a matter of fact, wait for it, just a second. There he is.
Wait. Just so you know, I am a squirrel too.
Oh yeah, Eddie the squirrel from Cat Scratch. Because we saw it.
Cat dog. Oh,
Excuse
actually.
me, cat dog. Dang, got my shows mixed up. It's okay. It's okay, Justin. We sometimes make mistakes. And yep, after he killed the bear, the Sitka, who was upset of what Kenai did, decided to turn him into a bear. And yeah, as mentioned earlier, we did see a squirrel earlier because Kenai scared the crap out of it. But at least Denahi made it to the top of the mountain. Wait. What's going on? Candle? Denahi thinks. So you see Kenai's a bear, right? Right? And Denahi thinks that's the same bear that killed Sitka. Oh. So now Denahi is the only brother left. Well, luckily Kenai got away from him. But now the fact that he's a bear and he has to learn how to get used to the whole nature thing. Is he okay? I'm sure he is all right, Candle. But now, because of the fact that Denai thinks that was the bear that killed Sitka and the fact that killed Kenai too, Denai has no other choice. The only thing he can do is actually listen. Yeah, he's going to do the right thing. So he has to do the right thing. Go after the bear. But again, what he doesn't know, that's Kenai. Exactly. So this is where Denai starts becoming a villain. Because he wants to seek he wants to make his brothers happy. But Justin, you said he's gonna change, right? Of course he will. Because there's some villains who have a redeeming side. Remember how I made Princess Moonbucks redeem herself? Yeah. That shows proof that there are some certain characters I want to have redeem themselves. And Moonbucks is one of them. Because I don't want to make her a troublemaker anymore. Because even though she may be a spoiled brat, I still think she's a cool villain. How did Tanana get there? Didn't we saw her earlier on top of the mountain? Yeah, Candle. And see, Kenai is indeed okay. Tanana just saved his life. Oh, she doesn't understand. She can't speak bear. I guess Tanana doesn't have the spirit, doesn't have the chance to talk to animals, just like Eliza. Kenai, listen to the shaman. She's trying to help you. There we go. Well, I'm afraid they did because that was indeed Sitka who turned him into the bear, Tanana.
Uh,
So, in order if he wants to become human again, he has to go out. He has to go up to the same mountain he was at earlier and try to get Sitka and try to apologize to Sitka. Where'd she go? Remember, Fiery, she's a shaman. She has the ability to teleport. Okay, then. Yeah, Tanana is voiced by Joan Copeland, by the way, who's the sister to Arthur Miller. And hey, look, two more squirrels. Okay, so now Kenai has the ability to talk to animals. Oh, and a fun fact about that bird flock we just saw. The bird who said, "Are we there yet?" in the flock was actually voiced by Pamela Adlon, who's best known for voicing Spinelli from Recess.
don't forget one of the McNuggets from the Wacky Adventures of Ronald McDonald.
Oh, yeah, she was one of the nuggets from The Wacky Adventures of Ronald McDonald.
And Libby's mother from the Ghost and Molly McGee.
Oh, yeah, she was Leah Stein Torres, Libby's mom.
And speaking of redeeming villains, I know how the 2012 Bebop and Rocksteady redeemed themselves.
Yeah, it was it's just like the same thing how the Bebop and Rocksteady redeemed themselves in Mutant Mayhem. So I'm glad they have a change of heart. Because not all villains can be bad guys. Some of them have some redeeming qualities. So yeah, now we have Rut and Took. Rut's voiced by Rick Moranis, who we previously saw at the Flintstones movie where he played Barney Rubble, and Took's voiced by Dave Thomas. So basically, they're both voiced by Canadian actors, and these are Canadian moose. Oh yeah, Kenai? Then how do you explain the fact that you are a bear? Yeah, these moose don't even know what Kenai is talking about. I mean, he is telling the truth. And they Rod and Took don't even believe in him. He's not making things up, Rod and Took. Ratuk, you're not even squirrels. You weren't even transformed in you weren't even squirrels before because we just saw you like 5 minutes ago, and yet you're talking about you guys are squirrels when you're in fact you're moose. Oh, that's why someone set up a trap. Was it Denahi? No, book. It was not Denahi. Then who set that bear trap? Just wait a minute, book. You'll see. That's who set the trap. That's Coda. Coda was the one who set the trap. He's voiced by Jeremy Shiraz, who he previously heard his voice in the Proud Family movie as Wally, the cashew peanut who tried to win an Oscar about Dr. Carver. He's just trying to help you, Kenai. Yeah. Koda's just trying to help, but yet Kenai says he wants to do it himself. Wow, it just took him almost the entire day, and yet he's still not reaching that stick. But now he's got the stick. And he finally freed himself. So Coda said he could take him up to the spirits and the salmon run if he'll get him down. Oh. He's not dumb, Kenai. He's just a kid. Run? What does he mean by run? Oh, you know, Fiery. Denahi, of course. Because this is where his true villain starts coming in. Oh, but the only problem is Denahi doesn't speak bear either. And now he thinks that's the same bear that killed Kenai and Sitka. Kenai tried explaining, but it's no use. So now his middle brother is coming after him. But at least Kenai made it to this ice cave unharmed. Quiet, Coda. He could hear you. Oh, thank goodness. Yeah. Another fact about Denahi's voice actor, Jason Reyes. Well, I know I mentioned this a couple of times, but to the viewers watching this, Brother Bear was the only film Jason Reyes worked on because 3 months later, in February 2004, he took his own life by hanging himself at just 28 years old. I kind of feel bad for him. He could have lived a longer, happy life and do some more movies and more songs. I understand some people have some thoughts in life, but if they need help, all they need to do is just call the suicide hotline. But yeah. So rest in peace to Jason Reyes, the voice of Denahi. Tina, you made a deal with Coda. You said you would go to the salmon run, yet you broke your promise. Separated from your mom? So yeah. So Boo, remember earlier I said you have to remember that bear from earlier? The bear we saw earlier was in fact Coda's mom. That was? Yeah, I'm not kidding. And there's going to be more to the story later. He tried telling you, Kenai. Yeah, I'm sure the lights of the earth, aka the mountain, is not far from where they're at. Okay, so at least Kenai is still keeping his deal with Coda. I mean, he's just trying to have a friend out, Kenai. There's no need to push him to his own personal space. Yeah, it's gonna be a long day for Kenai. Ah, yes, not a typical moment with Rod and Tuke. Oof. Oh, so they're just doing some morning stretches.
You know what these moves remind me of? Our former Scoutmaster, Pompous.
Oh, yes, Scoutmaster Lumpus. Because he, too, is also a moose. And we know another moose who's also a moose. Moose A. Moose from Noggin.
Oh yes, how can we forget?
Yeah. Even though Noggin may be gone and it's shut down, it'll still remain in our heart as part of our childhood. Because trust me, everyone had a childhood growing up with Noggin. At least. So Kenai and Coda made it out of that ice cave alive before Denai could get them. Coda. Yes, we know how to say your name, Coda. Right. He tried warning you. But don't worry, he's not going after those two moose.
And just so you know, I made a cameo appearance in the latest episode of Cherry Stone, but I sadly didn't get any lines because you know what?
Yeah, because we know some actors weren't able to reprise their roles in the Jellystone Cartoon Network crossover. It would have been nice if Carl logically reprised his role as Laszlo, but too bad he didn't.
But I know that two Film McGraw characters appeared in that Cherry Stone crossover, such as Samurai Jack and Wilt.
That is true.
Samurai Jack did get a few lines, but not Wilt, because Cartoon Network didn't want to pay Phil McGraw more money.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, because not all the actors reprised their roles as their characters, which is a little shame. But oh well. Anyways, and like Tarzan, Brother Bear has songs by Phil Collins. Yeah, the song right here is called "On My Way." I actually like the song. It's a great song to use for traveling montages, and if you're going to somewhere. Like I know I have my Ocean City vacation in July. In August, I'll be seeing Big Time Rush, and then in September, my Alaska cruise. So yeah, while Kenai is not enjoying this at first, he's gonna have a change of heart here because he's gonna enjoy some moments here. But at least Koda's having a great time. And yep, that's where Kenai starts enjoying it. Kenai's got a mohawk. And Kenai gave Koda the Elvis looking hair.
But let me tell you something. When you do see Daytime Was once again, what Carlsman Vega know about this idea of mine? As long as we not watch this for Nickelodeon.
Yeah, I'll definitely try to let him know about this. I'll definitely also try to make a picture like how I did the last time in 2023 and the year before in 2022. So I'll definitely let him know about it.
Well, I acknowledge the fact that Rob Paulson worked with Carl's Penn Vega as well as Rob Paul's. I mean, Rob Paulson worked with Carl Zalaski as well, right?
Yeah, because they've done various cartoons together.
I
Like Carlos Pena Vega and Rob Paulson worked on Big Time Rush for a few episodes.
Yeah, that's correct. And Rob Paulson and Carl Zalaski worked on a couple projects, like the Payout Parents, for example, right?
Yep, in which Rob voices Mark Chang and Carl Zalaski does Crocker and various other characters. So that is correct. So Red and Two are warning Kenai and Koda about Denahi because he might be coming. So he has an idea. In order to distract the Denahi, they just have to get some help from some woolly mammoths. Because they need to make some big footprints so Denahi doesn't follow them. And this does get the attention of most of the animals, including some little rabbits. So yeah, if there's a certain place that we're going to soon, the best song that Clear will definitely put on is this song. Because as mentioned, it's definitely a great song to use when you're going to somewhere fun or for a traveling montage. I mean, Kenai does have a, because of the fact that Kenai doesn't like Koda talking that much, it's kind of similar to the very first episode of Martha Speaks. In the very first episode of the series, Martha kept talking too much, and then after quite a while, Helen, her mom, and dad were quite fed up, and they told her to be quiet. But in the book, they told her to shut up. The reason why they changed it to be quiet in the TV series because the creator of Martha Speaks found the word shut up to be a little too harsh.
Yeah, I cannot find. I do not like people who talk so much.
Yeah, because it can be annoying to some people. Like Koda, for example. Kenai doesn't like him talking too much. And Helen and her family had the same thing in the first episode of Martha Speaks. But by the end, even if Martha talks too much, they get used to it. But now Kenai is somehow starting to get used to having Coda around. Because I mean, again, he is still helping him get to the top of the mountain, where the great spirits are, in order for him to become human again. Yeah, the tree was green. Uh, oh, come on! You just said tree. Wow, they've been seeing too much trees around this time. Wow, all they keep seeing is trees. Yeah, but Koda doesn't realize that his mom is dead. I think Koda knows where it is. So now Kenai and Koda have to continue the way by walking. Yeah, Kenai. Again, I understand people don't like talking too much. Dang. Yeah, again, we'll be seeing Run and Teak later on for more scenes. And there they go, fighting. Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. While there are most movies I like, I do not like seeing characters like these fight with each other. They need to learn how to get along. I mean, earlier we talked about how brothers get along. I understand friends can fight sometimes, but they learn how to get along at times too. And I know Woody and Waluigi and Klee have the same thing too. They do not like seeing people fight. They want peace and learn how to get along with each other. I mean, I understand they're doing this in movies for like entertainment and comedy and stuff, but they don't have to take it too seriously. Anyways, what's this? I think Coda just found some art. Wait a minute. Is that the same wall from earlier of all the ancestors? Yeah. Whoa. That's a lot of animals. Is this supposed to be the Great Spirits? I believe it is. And there's also this picture of a man fighting a bear. I think Kenai's having a little flashback about what happened.
Ooh, ooh, a talking bear. Okay, Bears. This can read a book of Fairy Godparents!
Yep, Fairy Godparents! Yep, the good old Fairy Godparents gags. Okay, well, anyways, continuing the montage, Kenai and Kota are starting to get along with each other again after what we just saw not a few minutes ago. That's what we like to see. People, friends getting along with each other rather than getting into fights. Oh, speaking of Moose Moose, one of these rams we're seeing right here is actually voiced by Moose Moose's voice actor, Paul Christie. So yes, the voice of Moose Moose is indeed in this movie as one of the rams. Yeah, that one is Moose Moose's voice actor, Paul Christie. Wow. These rams are too stupid to realize those are just echoes. Those are just echoes, of crying out loud. Dude, that looks a little dangerous. Lava pits. I would not go through there if I were you. I mean, at least Kota knows where he's going. That's what matters more. But they have to be very careful. Oh, and you might have saw that that eagle a second ago. That eagle is actually Sitka. He's following Kenai throughout his journey. What is that? I don't know what that is, but wow, Kenai's attempt didn't. Kenai tried scaring Kota too, but that didn't work on him. But at least he tried. What? Uh-oh. It's Denai. Justin, I'm not Justin, I have a feeling you're lying. What do you mean I'm lying, Book? You say Denai is going to have a change of heart, right? Right? Well, I think you're wrong. Don't you see he's trying to kill Kenai? Book, there's more to the story. You have to trust me. Why would I lie? Don't remember what I said earlier, villains have a change of heart? You'll see later. Okay, fine. But if you're lying, then I'm done. Okay, Book. Oh, please be careful right over there. Don't look down, you two. Okay, Kota's safe, which is good. Well, now, Kenai need it too. Then I think it's time to give up. Denai, I think it's time to give up, Denai. You're never gonna make it across that path, you know. Yeah, Denai, just give up. There's no way you're going to make it to the other side. What are you doing? He's looking at the bear totem because he still misses his brother. Deny. I think it's time. What? Oh, dang. He's not he's taking this too seriously now. But Kenai really wants to save him because that's his brother. But unfortunately, he was too late. Because as you might have saw Kenai's face a second ago, he's like, I don't want to do this. That's my brother. And he was right. Because he didn't want to leave. He didn't want to hurt his brother. He didn't want to hurt the Nai.
Oh, crikey.
Crikey is right, Rocco. Yeah. Well, if there's a certain hunter around we do not want to see, it's Denahi. Fiery, like what I said earlier, he's gonna have a change of heart. But I mean, he does look a little pissed off earlier. He does look like a character you don't want to mess with. Wait, they made it? Yep, they made it to the salmon run. So yep, there's more than one bear here. Relax, Kenai, they're not gonna hurt you. So yeah, that big bear we just saw is Tug. He's the leader of the Salmon Run Bears, and he's voiced by Michael Clark Duncan, the late Michael Clark Duncan. He's known for other roles, including Commander Vachir from Kung Fu Panda. He was the prison warden who guarded the prison where Tai Lung was staying at until he escaped. He was also the voice of. He was also in an episode of Jimmy Neutron as well as the Proud Family as Mongo. Unfortunately, Michael Clark Duncan passed away back in 2012 of a heart attack, so may he rest in peace as well. And he's kind of like Kevin Michael Richardson because both Michael Clark Duncan and Kevin Michael Richardson both use deep bass-like voices for their characters.
2012 is the same year this version of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles first premiered on Nickelodeon. 2012 is 3 years after Nickelodeon purchased the rights to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles franchise.
Yeah, that is true. Ironically, he died in September 2012, the same month that show came out. Because that show did come out in September of 2012.
I noticed the fact that Vanessa Cartwright had worked on the 1987 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, aka one of the co-founders of Nickelodeon Animation Studio. I think that's why Nickelodeon decided to purchase the rights to the franchise.
Yeah, maybe. That could be true. Anyways, so now we have another music montage. Excuse me. So this is called Welcome, sung by the Blind Boys of Alabama and Phil Collins. So basically here, Kenai and Coda have a great time eating some salmon. Kenai's not comfortable with it at first, but later on, he gets used to it. He has some fun. They get fish. There's some waterfalls that represent water slides. Even Coda got a new friend right there. And this song is actually really nice too because it's all about welcoming someone to the family. Yeah, everyone seems to be having a great time. Even a mother bear and his own son. Yeah, the song does have a point. Kenai has come this far, and I think he might have found his place as a bear. So I'm glad I think he's found his place as a bear. But he doesn't know what matters more, being a human or being a bear and having some great times like this. And yep, he likes it here. Because now these bears are about to tell some stories. He's got a family of chipmunks. He's probably talking about Alvin and the chipmunks. Yeah. That's Estelle Harris you just saw as that elderly bear. As mentioned, she was the voice of Mrs. Potato Head from the Toy Story films, and she was also on the Proud Family as Helga, that one-time character we don't like. Not to be confused with Helga from Hey Arnold.
Well, speaking of family, I'm glad Sid and her family moved into the McDonald with Otto in the fourth season.
Yep, in the episode Friended with the Casagrandes. And a role that would continue throughout the Casagrande series. He's not a pain in the neck, Kenai. But he's just messing with him. Oh. And okay, now here comes more parts of this of the bear we saw earlier. That was Coda's mom. Here it is. Yeah, because in just a second, Kenai's gonna get flashbacks to the time he killed his mom.
Still, who knows when Ally Chang will return? The last time we seen her was in 2022.
Yeah, which was the same show. Which was let me try again. Which was the same year the show ended. They could have renewed the show for another season or two, but no, they chose to cancel it. But at least the movie served as a good exit to the series. But still, they could have at least renewed it for another season or two. They could have kept the show going. I mean, if they could bring back the Proud Family, they could do the same thing with this show.
Uh,
Wait, so the bear we saw earlier was Coda's mom? That's right, Book. Here it comes. Does that ring a bell to you? Oh, yes. I can't believe it. Oh, jeez. Kenai's really scared. Yeah, I'm afraid Kenai is scared to tell the truth. Yeah, Kenai's a little scared to tell the truth because, well, I mean, there are times where people would have to tell the truth and then something drastic happens. Because, yeah, he doesn't want to tell Coda about that he killed his mom. But he's this close to getting back home to become human again. He doesn't know what to do. Yeah, I feel bad for Kenai because because that bear killed was Coda's mom, and all Coda's mom was trying to do was protect her own son. And yet he made the biggest mistake. He didn't mean to. But now because of this, and after being turned into a bear, he's still after him. Oh, speaking of telling the truth, this is where Kenai tells the actual truth. Yeah, he's telling the story about himself. So throughout this Phil Collins song, Kenai tells Coda the entire truth about what happened. Yeah, he did something very wrong. I mean, he didn't mean to kill her. And because of that story, Coda's heartbroken. Yep, runs away heartbroken. You know, Coda's not the only Disney character who lost his mom. Bambi was another movie that had the same thing where his mom was killed by an off-screen hunter. Oh, and not to mention The Lion King, where Scar killed Mufasa.
and I
Yeah,
will, and I will not forget then in the fourth in the in the in the season 4 episode of 2012 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Warhammer, when Shredder literally killed Splinter, it was very sad.
Yeah, we did remember you showed us the clip in the messages box. Yeah, it's a pain to lose someone you love so much in your family. Whether if it's a mom, a dad, a grandma, a grandpa, or even a best friend. But now Koda's too scared to go back to Kenai after what happened. But yet he still wants to get back. And yep, he said he's sorry. He really didn't mean it. It was just an accident. Because there's always that one saying, accidents always happen. Exactly, Candle. So because of this, Kenai's going solo. He's going to the mountain on his own. But as for Koda, he's all alone now. But meanwhile, we have Denahi, who's trying to survive during this winter storm. Even he's sorry about Kenai too. He needs help. Wait. What's with the eagle? Book. Sitka, remember? Oh, right. Sitka, because that's his spirit totem animal. Right. Sitka's leading Denai to Kenai. So I think Denai has found a sign that could lead him to Kenai. Justin, are you sure Denai's gonna have a change of heart? I promise, Book. And Rud and Two was fighting with each other, but yet Rud said he's sorry. But yet they're gonna talk to Koda about what happened. It's not that Rud and Two. It's about Kenai. Yeah, and Koda's over listening everything Rud and Chuka are talking about each other, about their brothers, and they always have to stick together. So yeah, even after what happened, Koda realizes Kenai had a heart for him earlier. Even after everything we saw earlier, when they had some bonding together, and he could change, just like these two. So even after everything he just heard, he has to find Kenai. Well, it's his choice. He can either stay all alone or go find Kenai. Speaking of which, there's no way he's gonna make it up during that snowstorm. Yeah, he doesn't know what else to do. Is that Sitka? That has to be him. Oh no, Denahi. Oh, Jesus. Is this the final climax, Justin? It is, Book, because in just a minute, Denai is going to learn the truth himself. I hope you know what you're talking about. Because don't you see what he's doing? He's going to kill his own brother. That may be true, Book, but trust me, you'll see the truth. Oh, jeez. I hope he makes it out of this. He will, Book. Because I told you a bunch of times, there's a happy ending to every movie. And just as before he could kill Kenai, Coda saved him. Because even after he killed his mom, Coda still cares for Kenai.
The Casa Grandes may have ended back in 2022. Oh, but I heard its movie got a ton of positive reviews.
Yeah, the movie did well on Netflix. It did receive some favorable reviews, and some called it a great finale to the show, even though I still think the show should have got at least a couple more seasons. And Book, here's your answer. What? Yep, Sitka just changed Kenai back into human. Well, what do you know? And good lord, he's naked. Yeah, he is, Book. Because he lost his clothes earlier when he was transformed into a bear. And look, there's Sitka. A brotherly reunion. Yep, it's him, Denahi. Yeah, Denahi made a big mistake. He was almost about to kill his own brother. However, about Coda, he's too scared to come to Kenai because he's a human now and he doesn't know where he went. But yeah, it's him. It's him, Coda. He's just human. But the only problem is, with Kenai human again, he can't understand Coda. So, as much as he likes being a human again, Kenai wants to become a bear because he missed all the memories he had with him, and he needed someone to look out for him after the death of his mom. Even Sitka's offering him his totem pole, the Bear of Love, because this shows how much he really liked Coda, and the fact he was a bear. Wow, even Denahi agreed. So Sitka's like, you got yourself a deal, Kenai. I'll turn you back into a bear. And Denahi's accepting his offer about Kenai becoming a bear again. What's this? No matter what he chooses, he'll always be his little brother. So Sitka accepted this. He's sick. Kenai decides to become a bear again. So yeah, Sitka has one last hug with Kenai and Denahi, and Coda has a brief reunion with his mom, who's now a spirit. So I'm glad to see Coda got back with his mom now. She's now part of the Great Spirits.
Could you give me a second? I need to use the bathroom for like 15 seconds.
Okay. Besides, the movie's coming close to an end anyway. Fix this. There we go. Ugh. Yep. With Kenai a bear again, he can now become a brother to Koda. And Denahi is glad that even if he's a bear, he'll still be his little brother. And thus, here's the climax of the film. The Great Spirits reprised by the late Tina Turner. So, yeah. That's older than he narrating the climax as well, just like the beginning. And Kenai's now about to place his hand mark onto the wall along the wall of hands. So he's now one of them. Even after this only movie he did, rest in peace to Jason Reyes, the voice of Denahi. And thus, that concludes Brother Bear. But now we have the credits. We also have a few bloopers right here. So the movie was directed by Aaron Blaise and Robert Walker. And the film's screenplay was done by Tab Murphy, who also did the screenplay for Tarzan, and Ron J. Friedman, who also did the screenplay for Chicken Little. And later, he would do the screenplay for Open Season, the first film from Sony Pictures Animation. And yep, score and music done by Mark Mancina and Phil Collins. And there's those two rams again. Still arguing to their own echoes. And Stephen J. Anderson was the story supervisor for this film. He also worked on the Garfield movie as well, which we're definitely going to watch that movie probably when we get to May for its 1-year anniversary. And here comes one of my favorite songs from the film, Look Through My Eyes, another great song by the legendary Phil Collins. So yeah, overall, Brother Bear is a great Disney film. Underrated too. And it still remains one of my favorites alongside Home on the Range, The Emperor's New Groove, Tarzan, and Chicken Little. Yep, featuring the voices of Joaquin Phoenix as Kenai, Jeremy Shiraz as Koda, The late Jason Reyes as Denahi. Rick Moranis as Rut. Dave Thomas as Took. Phoebe Sweeney as Sitka. Joan Copeland as Tanana. And Michael Clark Duncan as Tug. Yeah, this song, I really like this song. It's so emotional. It describes Denahi, Kenai trying to look into Denahi's eyes, proving that it's literally him. I also think this song would have been perfect for Sonic the Hedgehog 3 because it makes me think of the scenes with Shadow and Maria. And we know how Maria died in that film because of the gun agents. And speaking of Sonic the Hedgehog 3, we know that DVD is coming out in April. That's right, Book. And when I do get the third film on DVD, we're definitely going to try to watch all three movies soon. Sounds like a plan, Justin. I never seen how much Phil Collins is a great singer. He's one of my favorite singers, and the way he sings these songs, he goes hard on this one. Really great. Yeah. But we're not done yet. After the credits are over, we're gonna watch an episode of The Proud Family, and then that'll be it for tonight's stream. And even though Woody and Waluigi missed out the entire movie, don't worry. They'll definitely be here for when we watch Over the Hedge, which again we'll be watching next week. Yep, there's the credits one last time. And just like Tarzan, Roger Bumpass, the voice of Squidward, Professor Membrane, and Dr. Light from Teen Titans, also worked on this movie as one of the additional voices. Same thing with Phil Proctor, the voice of Howard from Rugrats. And yeah, it's true, folks. Roger Bumpass, the voice of Squidward, actually worked on Invader Zim as Professor Membrane. Yep. There's just one last song, and then that's gonna be the end of Brother Bear. And that song would be called No Way Out. And Chris Williams, the director of Bolt, worked on this movie. Same thing with Don Hall, the director of Strange World. Another person who worked on this movie was James Burks. If the name's not familiar to you, James Burks also worked on Wow Wow Wubsy. He was one of the directors of the show. And he also worked on Ni Hao Thailand as well as a few other Disney movies. So yeah. So it's interesting to see someone from my childhood, that being James Burks, work on a Disney movie from my childhood. Oh, and before the Walt Disney Pictures logo comes up, we have a post-credit scene featuring Coda. Oh, oh shoot! Woody and Waluigi, you guys were late. You missed the movie.
I know. Look, we're sorry that we were late. We were doing some VRChat Avatar stuff.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah. Oh God! Well, gosh darn it, we missed the whole movie of Brother Bear.
Yeah, I know it's a shame. But don't worry. Hopefully by next week, you won't be able to miss out Over the Hedge.
Oh yeah, don't worry. We are definitely gonna try and be there for that one.
Yeah. But don't worry, Woody and Waluigi. We're not ending the stream just yet because we're going to watch an episode of The Proud Family before we end it off.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully feel very proud very proud to watch it.
Yeah. And you missed out the best thing earlier. You missed out the THX logo because it was on this DVD.
Yeah, we figured.
Yeah. That's okay. Like we said, to make it up, we'll watch an episode of The Proud Family. Then after that, that'll be it for tonight's stream.
Gotcha.
Anyways, we're gonna...
When I do get to that Comic-Con, I'm gonna show Rob Paulson and this on my DNR page. It says the Castle Clanners and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles similarities.
Yeah, all he has to do is just print it out. If he can print it out and show it to him. Yeah. Alcrea's probably going to do the same thing if he gets to go to the Philadelphia Comic-Con, which that's not until October. Yeah, if you don't know what a Comic-Con is, folks, or a GalaxyCon, it's basically a con where you get to meet your favorite voice actors, you get pictures with them, you'll get an autograph sometimes, and yeah.
Yeah, meanwhile, we don't go to conventions that much because of one thing, money.
Oh, yeah, money. Sometimes it may depend on how much money it'll cost.
I'm gonna tell Rob that I'm doing this for Greg Seitz since they worked together. Not only that, Greg Seitz was also the voice of the 2012 Michelangelo.
Yep. and we also know him best for voicing Beast Boy, as well as he was also in Fish Hooks as well, which we might try to watch that soon show, although it's been a while since we haven't watched Fish Hooks. Anyways,
I want to tell Rob that I'm totally aware of Greg Seitz having Parkinson's disease. That explains why Mikey's voice was all glitchy in this game.
Yeah, glitchy. Yeah. Well, that ought to be fun.
Yeah.
Anyways,
so how we're watching this Proud Family? We're watching from the complete series DVD or something.
Yep, we're watching an episode from our complete series DVD. We're just gonna find a perfect one that'll.
And just to remind you, Jack will tell Rob that he can wait about a few years, for that film he wants to happen to be finished. Because you know what they say, you can't watch animation.
Yeah, animation takes time. Anyways, we got our episode of The Proud Family hooked up. This one's probably one of my favorites. It's also kind of funny and disgusting at the same time, but you'll see why when we get to that part.
Yeah. Mario. Speaking of the Proud Family, remember when you were hoping on that when you saw Oscar Proud in the Chibi-verse that you hoping that the original voice actor was going to roll? Well, guess what? Your theory is correct. So that's right. You two had just predicted the future.
Yeah, because when we saw that clip, we said to ourselves, "I was right." Yep. So because
you were right. In the words of that guy from Wild Treasure Meatballs, you were right. Or was it?
And I just showed Greg this CD I got on Twitter that would support him, and guess what? He actually liked it.
Oh, that's a nice supportive thing right there. And when our creator showed off his Proud Family poster to Bruce W. Smith, the creator of the show, he liked it too. Anyways, let's go ahead and get this episode started. So this episode's called Taste Like Blank.
Tastes like blank. Tastes like chicken.
Yeah. So the episode starts off with Oscar Proud. He's working on something for his Proud Snacks. He's also got some monkeys with him because Oscar Proud also has a couple of monkeys who work for him. One of them is
Yeah.
called Mr. Chimps, voiced by Carl Lazarquee.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna go say this. I want to eat a Oscar Brown pasta. I don't care how disgusting they are. I want to eat this pasta.
Yeah, I'm sure they're not that terrible. Proud Snacks have to be delicious.
And
Yeah.
just so you know,
Yeah.
my voice actor was in that latest movie that they year up.
Yeah, we did, but we actually did see his name in the credits, Carl Lazarquee.
Yeah. Just if you guys heard of stupid snacks, then
And-
get ready for a
and-
proud snack.
And when I heard his voice as the announcer in that scene, I was like, "Hey, is that called Lazarquee?" Because I do know some voices do sound familiar.
Yeah, same with Al Creator, because he knows his voice actors very well. Even Wayne Knight, the voice of Mr. Blick from Cat Scratch, was in it too. He was the mayor. Yeah. Anyways, so Oscar's telling Trudy about why he likes making Proud Snacks. We quit. Wow, his monkey's just.
Come on, Jewelry, please, Oscar Brown check.
Yeah. I know we mentioned this in a previous episode, but the theme song to the Proud Family was sung by Solange Knowles. And her sister Beyonce also sings it too, with her band Destiny's Child. So yes, the voice of Shine from Wow Wubsy sings the theme song with her sister Solange and her band Destiny's Child.
And Destiny's Child.
Yep. The Proud Family, created by Bruce W. Smith. So Oscar's making Penny and her friends try one of her Proud Snacks. His Proud Snacks.
Okay. All right, you want? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. What are you doing? You'll see, Waluigi. Where's the pants? Oh, here we go.
Oh. Looks like Oscar's Proud Snacks must have made Penny and her friends sick.
No, he cannot tell Rob about here. Let me bring it up again. He cannot tell Rob about this. Well, not just yet.
Yeah, gotta give it a while. Gotta wait till the perfect time.
Got quote Gordon and Henry from the Tons of Tangent franchise.
Yeah, don't want to. We gotta give him some more time. Gotta wait for the right moment. Gotta not tell him just yet.
Yeah, wait for the right moment, people. But
yeah,
okay, this is what I put up. Support the Proud Snacks.
Oh wow.
I stand for Uncle Brown, and I say you should support the Proud Snacks. Support the Proud Snacks.
And just to let you know, Rob Paulson was also the voice of Antron from my 1993 show Sam.
It's interesting. And as a matter of fact, Rob Paulson was also in Tough Puppy as well. He provided the voice of Bird Brain.
Yeah, I know.
And yeah, speaking of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, as you just heard a minute ago, that was 2012 Shredder, aka Kevin Michael Richardson as Dr. Payne, one of my favorite supporting characters from the show. So after making Penny and her friend sick with one of his Sprout snacks, Sugar Mama has a cure just for her. It's called her Get Up and Go bars. These are called Get Up and Go bars. And earlier when we said this episode can be a little disgusting, you'll see why later on.
Road snack!
And Sugar Mama says she put her foot in it.
Okay, that's okay. That's no, 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 no. I do not want a snack that tastes like pork.
Yeah, you're gonna see proof later on.
I refuse. I refuse in the name of the steak in my boot that I will eat that snack that tastes like pork.
Most, well, I'm hoping that Casablanca that's 2012 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover film, I hope Shredder will be brought back to life because I tried bringing him back to life, but that sadly didn't work out.
Well, that's a shame. And for our creator's proud family classic Onyx crossover, he still thinks Ronnie Ann and Penny Proud would be great friends. Same can be said for Sid and Dejanay because Dejanay and Sid are Ronnie Ann and Penny Proud's best friends respectively. Revoked? Sorry, Oscar, you got your license revoked because people don't like your Proud snacks. And because of the fact that Penny and her friends like her snacks, she's going to enter the snack off contest.
Well, any food that's good for me. You know, Woody, I'm gonna throw him down the route that's good with you. Right where we are. No one on the first team. Yeah, you hear that, Oscar Brown? You got yourself a team. A team that's going to support your stage to the very end. Go, Oscar Roaster!
Yeah, so even Oscar and Felix are also part of the snack off too. Felix, I don't think he wants to sign your belly. See, you just got him to yell security on you. Okay, you cannot. Okay, I understand Felix is a big fan, but he can sign papers, but definitely not a belly. And even Sugar Mama got one as well. George Foreman? Yeah. Wait a minute. Didn't George Foreman pass away recently? Yes, he did, Book. He passed away yesterday. Oh, Al Creer's dad did tell him about that. Yeah, George Foreman voices himself right here. Uh-oh. I don't think Mr. Foreman likes his Proud Snacks. However, the only thing that could get him back up was one of Sugar Mama's Get Up and Go bars. And yet, he's all right. Yeah, so for those of you who are not familiar with George Foreman, he was a famous wrestler, just like Muhammad Ali. Wow, Sugar Mama's good with rapping. Speaking of songs, Candle, Sugar Mama also has a song coming up later on. Oh, she does. Yes. Oh, of course, Proud Snacks. Oh.
I am so sorry for the delay. Our phone that we usually on is here actually wants to play dead like a dog, so we had to be joining from our laptop.
Oh, so that's what happened.
Yeah, that's probably what happened. Yeah. So, but as I was saying, yeah, go, Usher's Broomsticks! Go, Usher's Broomsticks! Go, Usher's Broomsticks! Your style don't taste like where it must be!
Wow, two people just wrote Proud Snacks taste nasty.
Alright! Who said Usher Proud Snacks are nasty? Who did it? Who said they were nasty?
Oh, they were just two little vandals.
Vandals! Oh, they're gonna pay for disrespecting us for Proud Snacks!
So yeah.
Hey, buddy, you're really desperate for us to have his successful heart. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
You've come to the right place, sir. You want to get off those crutches? You want to kick up some dust? Try one of Sugar Mama's Get Up and Go bars. Here, can put some head in your step. When the glide just right, dip in your hip. Come on and get the mothership.
Wow. It even works on an old man, so now he doesn't need crutches anymore. And he's strong, too.
What? You choose this over Usher Proud Snacks? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? I'll have you know Usher Proud Snacks are the best things in the world. You can't change your opinion on that.
Well, that may be true, Woody, but what matters more is that Oscar's getting some money now. He's becoming rich.
Okay, let me at least for that, but the one thing I really hope for is for the money that he has to not change his attitude. Because you know what happens to people who actually have a lot of money? Their attitude starting getting more and more rude. Like, let's take Goodman Smell for example. When he has a lot of money, he acts like a jerk.
Exactly, because Goodman is a rich, spoiled person. And same can be said for Mr. Bluff from Disney's Doug. Oh, do not get started with Disney's Doug. And do not get started on Mr. Bluff.
Yeah, we're not. Same way how I feel about Carl.
Yes. And don't worry more. We're not going to mention any more things about Disney's Doug. We're not focusing about Disney's Doug right now. We're focusing about Oscar's Projects. This is our main topic in this conversation.
Yeah, same can be said for Adelaide with her and Carl. Anyways.
All right. No problem. A lot of money, but what about the strikes? What are you going to do with that?
And because of the fact that Sugar Mama's Get Up and Go bars are becoming famous, Sugar Mama's is going to be a guest star on Oprah. And yes, I'm talking about Oprah Winfrey.
The Oprah Winfrey, the real Oprah.
Yep.
You mean that same Oprah that Josh was drinking? Josh wanted to meet.
Yep. And not only that, Wizard Kelly is here, aka the cerebellum of the Proud family, because you can't see his face, just like cerebellum.
Speaking of tricking Josh, I do know that Josh is played by Josh Peck, the same actor who voiced Casey Jones in the 2012 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, and he was also the voice of Eddie. Yeah, that's his name from the Ice Age franchise. So yeah, same voice actor.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go say it right now. I don't care how good Sugar Mama's balls are. I still stand for Proud Stacks.
Yeah, but because of this, Wizard Kelly wants to buy Sugar Mama's Get Up and Go Boss because he actually has a contract he can make them sign.
Oh, of course. There's always a contract for everything. Then, what's the contract for anyway?
And Sugar Mama doesn't want to tell Wizard Kelly what's in her formula, and you're probably wondering why she fainted. You're never gonna guess how much money Wizard Kelly wants to give them. I'll let Oscar do the talking. Oscar, tell him how much money we're talking. $2 million.
Wait, hold on. Does he want us to give him that money, or is he going to give money to them?
To Wizard Kelly.
To Wizard.
He wants Wizard. If he signs the contract, Wizard Kelly's going to give him $2 million.
Oh, so he's going to give them the money.
Yeah.
Okay, as much as I make a lot of money in the Pixar animation studios, I didn't care about the money or the fame. All I matter is that we're making all the people happy, especially Annie and Bonnie and Swambo and Mouse and Clee and everybody else that played with me in their childhood. So yeah.
Come on, Sugar Mama. Just sign the contract. It's simple. You're going to earn a lot of money. Trust me, you'll become rich. That's it. And she ripped it.
Sure was one stubborn grandpa. Right? Well, hey, you want? I don't blame her at all because, like I said, money isn't everything.
Yeah, money is not everything. And besides, Sugar Mama's going to sing a song to her, to Oscar. And we got Pappy playing the piano because Sugar Mama has a crush on Pappy.
Yeah. Oh, I got a good song or song sing. You got an enemy. You got an enemy. Really? You got an enemy? Where'd you hear that from? I heard that from The Simpsons where some guy from that sounds like Randy Newman's son. Oh yeah. Did you ever know in this Disney universe there's a company that's similar to our company called Mixar? Mixar? What kind of company's name is that? I don't know.
Oscar's impressed. Oscar's actually really enjoying this because I mean money isn't about everything. You don't need $2 million. You need a good amount, like 100 or maybe 500, a certain amount. That is true, Book. I mean, you don't need I understand $2 million can be a lot. You can buy a lot of things with it, but you don't need too much money.
Yeah, exactly. If you get too much into it, you're gonna get addicted.
Yeah.
And we never want to go down that route.
Right. That song's making Oscar cry because he loves it. Even Puff.
Mrs. Puff. I mean, just
Yeah, fun fact about Sugar Mama's dog Puff. In the first season, he was voiced by Tara Strong, but in the second season, the movie, and Louder and Prouder, she was replaced by Carl Lazarquee because Puff is more of a male dog. And besides, there is one season 2 episode where Puff actually speaks English, and he has the voice of Carl Lazarquee.
oh, does he speak like he took a picture, lover?
That's right, Woody. And we're gonna show you that for a future episode.
Does that mean Puff is like a new icon for Taco Bell now?
Yeah, because Carl Lazarquee also did indeed do the Taco Bell Chihuahua. Anyways, so Oscar agrees with Sugar Mama that they shouldn't sign the contract. So now they're going to Oprah and all right, here we are. Oprah Winfrey, the Oprah Show. Yep. Yeah. However, fun fact, Oprah Winfrey does not voice herself. Instead, we have an actress voicing her. So Oprah was voiced by Deborah Wilson, who also did the voice of Debbie in Over the Hedge, in which she was the one who ran over Ozzy.
Oh. You're buying one is something that has an over an actor in a stream about Brother Bear. That is free.
Yeah, I can't wait to this episode because Nickelodeon needs to learn that money is not everything.
Exactly.
Oh, we're saying the same time.
You know what I'm saying, girl?
So yeah, Deborah Wilson, the voice of Debbie from Over the Hedge, voices Oprah Winfrey instead of Oprah Winfrey herself. Because there are some episodes where some celebrities appear on screen, but they do not voice themselves. So now Oprah is curious on how Sugar Mama made her get up and go bars. And this is probably the funniest episode. Some people also kind of find it disgusting too, but they also find it funny at the same time. This is what Sugar Mama does. She puts her foot on national TV. You're gonna see it just a minute. Some people may find it gross, but other times it's funny. Here it is. There it is. And she just puts her foot in it. And everyone's throwing up.
Oh. Well, at least it's not doing that more scrutinies like the revolting slob. Trash box.
Oh, yeah, the revolting slob. Oscar's going to try to call Wizard Kelly about signing the contract, but Wizard Kelly refuses because he just saw everything. Because he's literally watching it on national TV. Yes, she put it on national freaking TV. Okay. When people see feet, they sometimes talk about some predators like Dan Schneider. Okay, don't get me wrong. I do like Dan Schneider as an actor, but not as the feet creep he is as of today.
Yeah. Go out there and do a burger, but bad person in general.
Yeah. And here's the final scene before the episode ends. So in the end, Oscar Proud's reverting back to making more Proud snacks.
Yes, Oscar. The Pro Snack guys are calling to you. They want more of your snacks. Bring the snacks to me.
BB and Cece are making a drum roll, and he's acting like James Brown because he's got his foot stuck in those pots.
Oh, true. Shall I get the show board?
Yup. And that concludes the Proud Family. And that's going to be it for tonight's stream of us watching Brother Bear. Even though Woody and Waluigi missed out the entire movie, at least we made it up to them and have us and watch an episode of the Proud Family.
Yeah, at least we made it for that. And I kind of hate it when we're late for something because by the time we do something, there's always there's always something else that's to change, like a change of plans. You know? I hate when that happens.
Yeah, I know, but that's okay. But either way, that's gonna be it for tonight's stream of us watching Brother Bear and the Proud Family.
All right.
So yeah, again, while Woody and Waluigi may have missed the stream, this movie, they'll be able to see the movie we'll be watching next week. Like we said, it'll be Over the Hedge.
Yeah, which means Quee is going to. Yep, which means Quee might be actually seeing his favorite character again. And I bet you already know who it is, right?
Yep, Heather.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Also, serious, Michelangelo and his 80s self feel bad for Aoi Chang.
Yeah, we also did remember seeing that on a DeviantArt as well when you showed us in the messages box.
You know, these two Michelangelos have met up with each other.
Yep, in that one crossover episode, which we're definitely gonna watch when we get to late June as an early birthday present.
Right.
It says, what if Mandy interacts with Gaz?
Well, it makes sense because both are goth while they're not happy at times, especially Mandy. Yeah.
And last but not least, my mistake. Sonic advises Knuckles on Tiger Claw's anger. Knuckles, and word of advice, do not mess with Tiger Claw when he's just mad.
Yeah. Don't mess with people when they're mad. We're definitely going to try to make one with Oscar Proud as well, because I think there was a time where Oscar Proud was mad as well. Same can be said for Cousin Bud from Primos in the episode Summer of Breaking Bud. So yeah, overall, the Proud Family movie, Brother Bear, another movie we have watched on the channel, and still a great movie. And like we said, it's still one of his favorite Disney movies alongside The Emperor's New Groove, Home on the Range, and Chicken Little.
Stupid ad.
And yes, we did see that a picture a few days ago for National Panda Day.
You see the description, it says, it's so cute because Allie's dressed up as a panda. She's even holding nunchucks just like Michelangelo, aka one of the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. Anyways, and one more thing before we end the stream. Earlier when we started watching Brother Bear, we mentioned that Nemo from Finding Nemo had a quick cameo in the movie. And we're going to show you proof. Let me go ahead and turn the camera around. we go. And yeah.
Really? Oh, I think I see it.
In their movies. Yeah, that's Nemo right there. Yeah. So yeah, that's gonna be
I
it.
can see that.
Anyways, let me go ahead and turn the camera back around. Let's see, camera. Alright, there we go. Alright. So anyways, everyone, that's gonna be it for Brother Bear. Tune in next week, like we said, depending on our creator's next schedule, where we're gonna be watching our next movie, which will be Over the Hedge. And when we get to April, we do have a movie plan we'll be watching in April. And the movie we decide we might watch in April will be one of our creators' favorite 2019 movies, Missing Link, which stars Hugh Jackman, the voice of Roddy from Flushed Away.
Listen, Link. Isn't that a Monster vs. Aliens character?
Yeah, that's the name of a Monsters vs. Aliens character. So yeah. But anyways, that's going to be it, folks. So we'll see you all next time. As what me and Boo said, you have every video on stream. Thank you so much for watching our stream. And we all hope you enjoyed.
As for me, what would you say? That's all, partners. Bye-bye. Yeah, bye-bye.
Yep.